Hey guys, welcome to a new tutorial. Today in this video we'll be making Toy Bonnie. Okay, let's get right to it. So I actually found a bug. So in the camera label sprite, in the when flag clicks here, make sure you change it. So it is instead when I receive start game. Oops, there you go. Okay, so that's basically all the fixes we have to do now. So let's create a new sprite. And we are going to call it AI manager. Actually, wait, let me just go AI manager. And it's not gonna have a sprite, it's gonna just be an empty thing. Then we are going to go to when flag clicked. When I receive start game, we are going to so we're gonna add a forever loop. Then we're going to okay, yeah. Just making sure that in every sprite that we have the end game thing, because that's very important for making the game replayable. So when I receive start game forever, so we are going to go to broadcast. So basically the way animatronics work in the game is every 5 seconds there is like a message sent out to everything, and the animatronics are given a random number, and if their AI level matches or is greater than that number, then they can move. If not, they stay in place. So we're gonna broadcast a new message, and it is going to be called animatronic move opportunity. I think that's how you spell it. Okay, and then before that, we're gonna go grab a wait 5 seconds. Okay, that's pretty simple. And then what we're going to do is, this is all we need for the sprite for now. Add a new sprite. We're going to call it Toy Bonnie AI. It's going to be an empty sprite, so no costume. And then what we're going to do is, when I receive, start game, we are going to make a new, variable. We are going to be calling it Toy Bonnie room location in all caps because it's for all sprites. And then we are going to be setting his room location to 9, which is the show stage. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to add when I receive animatronic move opportunity. We are going to wait we're going to wait 0 to 0.1 seconds, and this is so if two animatronics move to the same spot, if one goes there first, then no, they won't intersect, which will make the game bug. So then we're going to set. We're going to make a new variable. We're going to call it Toy Bonnie Random for this sprite only. Then we are going to set Toy Bonnie Random to pick random 1 to 21. Alright, so then I'm going to add an if greater than. It's going to be Toy Bonnie AI level. Just Toy Bonnie AI, okay. Going to, just for testing, we're going to grab it when flag clicked. set Toy Bonnie AI to 20, just for testing. And then here in the warning text, we are just going to get rid of all of this. Well, not get rid of it, just keep it to the side. Then we're just going to broadcast start game. And then we're going to set current night to 1, just so the puppet's AI isn't going crazy. So we don't have to do that. Okay. Next up, go back to Toy Bonnie. And then if we're going to need an OR, so we need a greater than or equal to. So if Toy Bonnie AI is equal to Toy Bonnie random, or if Toy Bonnie AI is greater than Toy Bonnie random, then what we would want to do is we want to check if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 9, then what we want to do is we want to set Toy Bonnie room location to 3. And we're going to change that to an if else. And then what we're going to do is grab another if else. And it's going to be an if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 3. Then we want to set the room location to 4. So then what we want to do is if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 4, then we want to set the location to 2. Then we want to duplicate this. Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 2. Then set it to 6, which is the vent. And we want to duplicate this once more. Then if it's equal to 6, then set Toy Bonnie room location to vents. And we are actually going to make this just an if. So make sure you got this right. So it's 9 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 6, and 6 to vent. And later in the series, we will be changing this to incorporate more animatronics, but for now, this should work just fine. Alright, so we could test that out by going to just showing the Toy Bonnie room location variable. And it changed to 3. And as you can see, it works perfectly. Just forgot to hide this. I'll just put the hide right here, just so we don't have to watch for it. Alright, so the next part of this is actually making Toy Bonnie show in the cameras, which is pretty simple actually. So first, it starts out at 9. So camera 9 works a little differently because it is the starting spot for the 3 toy animatronics. So what we're going to do is so when fly clicked, so when the switch costume to big set size, then we want to switch costume to 3 off, because that is the one because all 3 of them will always start there no matter what. And then when I receive animatronic move opportunity, we want to go if. Actually, change this to an if else. So the only reason we're doing it during the animatronic move opportunity. Actually, no, I'm going to make it wait 0.1 seconds, so it goes in conjunction with the animatronic timer, just so it doesn't be weird. So if Toy Bonnie room locate, actually no, I'm going to make it 0.15, just in case. If Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 9, then we would like to set costume on, And right now we delete this part right here because we don't really need it. Actually, no, we'll keep the costume on and costume off. Actually, no, that works perfectly. So we could put these two in the if, then in the else spot. You can duplicate this, and because I made it easy to name, just put it to 2 on and 2 off. So let's just check if that works real quick. Go cameras, go into camera 9. You can see Toy Bonnie's there, and then when it switches to 3, it moves. So actually, I forgot the animatronics are not supposed to show themselves leaving. So I'm gonna actually change this to camera change. Let's test this again. So if you go to 9, you can see when it changes, then I'll refresh, and he's gone. And now we basically have to repeat this process for the other cameras. Excuse me. So next up is 3. So what we're gonna do is when I see camera change. Okay, so camera change. I'm gonna grab another if else. So put this in the else, and then if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 3. Then we want to set. Let's see what I name these. Here's the one with Toy Bonnie. Ooh, I actually didn't name that properly. It's actually IE, not just E, my bad. So Toy Bonnie just has one frame, not one where you see him off. So we're gonna set costume on to T Bonnie. If you want to make sure you spell it correctly, just go to the sprite, highlight the name, Control C, then go here and Control V, and the costume off. That's the same. Okay, so next stop is 4. So here, when I receive camera change, we're gonna grab another if else. If Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 4, then we want to duplicate this, and let's see. And Toy Bonnie actually does have 2. So if Toy Bonnie is there, then costume on is T Bonnie on, and else it's T Bonnie off. Let's check if I did that correctly. Yep. Alright. Next is 2. I'm just gonna save this just in case. So right here, if else, if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 2, then we will duplicate this, and I'll check in our costumes. Okay, so Toy Bonnie just has 1. So costume off. So costume on is empty. We're actually gonna change that to T Bonnie. I think it's called T Bonnie, right? Yeah, T Bonnie and then off. Pretty simple. Then we will go to 6. Where's 6? Okay, here we go. And then we will change this. It's easy because it only has 1. To if else. If Toy Bonnie room location is equal to 6, then we will, let's see, is it called T Bonnie? Yep. Switch costume on to T Bonnie. Pretty simple. So let's see if that works. Save. Go here. 9. Disappears to 3. Go to 3. There. Go to 4. Here's there. Again, it's gone. And 2. Let's do it right here. 6. And right here. Perfect. And go to vent, where I can click it again. And then when he's in the vent, he should appear right here. When we put the mask on, he goes across your screen. Alright. Oh, that works pretty well. So we can hide this. Actually, no, I'll keep it unhidden. So basically, if you have the issue where, say, this where you can't see the camera labels. It's a weird issue. Just make sure when you play, click the green flag twice, or you stop it and start it again. Just when you play, make sure to click the green flag twice, so all of the labels appear correctly. Just click it twice, and it should work. I'm not really sure of a fix for that. That is a scratch error. Okay, continuing on, we're going to actually, in an upcoming video, I'm gonna figure out how to make this more readable, so it's not just a mother load of if else's, to make it easier to work with. I might figure out how to use a list, but we'll see. All right. So instead of setting, we'll put this off to the side. We're actually going to broadcast a message called Toy Bonnie Start Attack. And then what we're going to do is in Toy Bonnie Start Attack, we are going to what we are going to do is we are going to create a new variable for the sprite only. We will call this Jumpscare Timer. And this is, so basically the way Toy Bonnie works is you put down the camera, he appears in the vent, put on the mask, and then goes across the screen and goes away. Pretty simple, right? Well, the jump scare timer is to make sure if you have the camera up too long, then he just jump scares you. So you can't just hide in the camera the whole time. So we are going to set. Did I make sure? Oh, my bad. So make sure the jump scare timer is for the sprite only. That is very important. Set jump scare timer to 0. Then we are going to go to if actually no, we're gonna grab a forever and then put an if inside. So forever if, so actually we're going to change jump scare timer by 1 by 1. Then we are going to grab an if equal to if mask is equal to 1. Then we will broadcast Toy Bonnie get out of vents. Create the message, and then we are going to stop the script. And then we're going to grab an if else. So else sorry, this might be a little confusing. It's just I haven't used Scratch in a while. I'm trying to review my code here to see if it actually works properly. Yeah, it does. Okay. Then if else if camera else if camera is equal to 1, then we want to broadcast Toy Bonnie jump scare, and then we're going to stop this script. And then we're actually going to make this an if else. So if camera is equal to 1, then we're going to broadcast Toy Bonnie jump scare, stop this script, else if greater than if jump scare timer is greater than 300. Then we want to broadcast toy body get out of vent, and then we're going to stop the script. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to make a new sprite. We are going to call it Toy Bonnie Attack, and we're going to import a sprite, FNaF 2, FNaF 2, and I forgot to sort some of these, I know, and it's 188 right here. And as you can see, it's a little big, but we could change that. And so what we're going to do is when flag clicked, hide, and well, I almost forgot. So then we're going to set toy Bonnie event room location event in the top of here, and then here. So make sure to drag the end game into all three of these. I almost forgot. Just drag it into some free space where it won't bother you. Okay. Then what we're going to do is so what we're going to do is here, when we receive toy Bonnie get out of vent, what we're going to do is we are going to broadcast a message called in office. What this is going to do is it's going to like do the thing where it flashes, like where it flashes across the screen, like you know how it goes black and like it fades into black and then it goes across your screen. Yeah, in office. And then what we're going to do is we are going to set toy Bonnie room location to office. We're going to set volume to 100. We are going to start sound, get rid of pop, go to upload sound, FNaF 2, audio, it's called stare, right here, sounds like that. We're going to use stare, then we are going to show, actually no, the size is good, size stays at that. And then we are going to make a new variable for this write only. It's going to be called x, and we are going to set x. No, we're going to repeat 60 times. We're going to set x to 420. I know, funny number. And then we are going to change x by -10. We are going to set x to, I'm going to grab a minus operator, and we're going to go to the variable x minus office x. Right here, office x. Yep. And then we're going to go to if equal to if camera, no, wrong thing, my bad. If camera is equal to 1, we are going to set volume to 0, hide gonna wait until camera is equal to 0. We're going to set toy Bonnie room location to jump, which is short for Jumpscare. Then we are going to broadcast toy Bonnie Jumpscare. Alright. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to actually do some calculation. So 60 times 600, okay. That looks about right. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually duplicate this and 90, okay, repeat 90. We are going to get rid of the change X by, because it's gonna stay there. Then we're gonna keep the camera thing. And then what we're gonna do is actually no. Then we're going to set volume to 0, hide, and then if equal to if mask is equal to 1, we are then going to set Bonnie room location to 4. My bad, let me cover an if else. If mask is equal to 1, then if pick random 1 to 2 is equal to 1, then we're going to set the position as 4 or 3. And then else, if mask is not equal to 1, then we will duplicate this, set toy Bonnie room location to jump, broadcast toy Bonnie Jumpscare, and between that we are going to wait 1 to 4 seconds. Alright, that's about the whole script here. It may be a little confusing, but yeah. Alright, so we are going to go to the office sprite. Oh yeah, this is really cluttered. And then we'll go into some free space and drag in a when I receive start game. And if we alright, so we're actually gonna remove the in office thing from the toy Bonnie tag thing. And if we go into the office, whenever you start game, if no, we're gonna grab it forever. If equal to if toy Bonnie room location is equal to office, we will change this later. What we can do is if toy Bonnie room location is equal to office, then we will clear graphic effects. Wait 0.01 seconds. And then we will repeat until office. Actually, no, we will repeat until toy Bonnie room location is not equal to office. Stop. Oh yeah, I forgot we need a not operator. Repeat until not toy Bonnie is equal to office. So what we will do is we will make a new variable. We'll call it office flash for all sprites. And then what we will do is we'll set office flash to 1. We will wait, pick random 0.05, 0.3 seconds. We'll duplicate this, set office flash to 0, then we will make this 0.1 to 0.4, so just a little bit longer to add some variety. Alright, so then what we will do is we will duplicate this, and we can get rid of this part. Actually, no. Keep the clear graphics effects thing here, and just get rid of the repeat until loop. So if toy Bonnie room location is equal to office, clear graphic effects, wait 0.01 seconds. Then we want to set brightness effect to we want it to set to office flash times -100. And then what we will do is we'll grab a repeat until not toy Bonnie is in office. We'll set brightness effect to office flash times -100, and then afterwards we will repeat 100 times. We will set brightness to -100, then we will repeat 100, and we will set we will change brightness effect by 1. Okay, so this is a lot to test, so let's just test to see if everything works real quick. So just for testing, when the game starts, I'll just set toy Bonnie's room location to 6. So as you can see, toy Bonnie is here. Toy Bonnie's in the vent. You can put on the mask. I'm just gonna, so it stops doing that, I'm just gonna drag out a random block. Sorry about that. It's weird why it doesn't work. Just do then. It actually works pretty well. That's great. The only thing was, I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird. Toy Bonnie went way too fast. We'll change this -10 to -5. Test again. Toy Bonnie just right here. Oh, okay, I know exactly the problem. So right here, when Toy Bonnie start attack, we need to wait. Oh, I forgot. We need to wait until camera equals 0. Because if Toy Bunny moves while the camera is up, then it stops the loop. It stops it, which makes it weird. It's right there. On the bend. Now it's in the bend. So it goes right. Alright. So I might have actually messed up the X thing. So I think you actually have to switch these around because it went. Oh, okay, let's test it again. Just waiting. Going to go in the bend. Now if we put it up. That's really weird. Did I do something wrong? Sorry guys, this is really hard to follow. I'm trying my best because I'm not sure what this bug is. Because it works properly in my full version. Okay, let me maybe try to make it back to -10. Let's try it again. Why does Toy Bonnie move so weirdly? That's the big question. Let me try a go to X block. That might work. Just, replace the set X with a go to. Let's see if that works. Alright, let's try. Should work. This X work. Okay. I think I actually know the problem. So let me try making it Office X times -1. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong with the Office X. Made it flipped. So make sure you change it to go to X minus Office X times -1. Just gonna test it one more time. Come on, go to that. There you go. Yeah, see, that works. That's supposed to. Alright, so I'm gonna change this back to like -5. So, it's supposed to go to the middle, so 420 divided by 60 is that's 8 actually. So it should be change X by -8. Alright, let me just test this real quick. Okay. Yeah, it works perfectly now. So one thing we have to do is in the office where we have this um thing that makes the office flash. Just gonna put it in the desk, left button, right button, just everything that appears in the office. And we are also going to put it in Toy Bonnie. So I'm gonna go to all these sprites and put this in some free area. Let's put it up here. Did it go in here maybe? Um, okay, let me drag it again. Yeah, there you go. And Toy Bonnie, we can move this over here. So let's test it. Make sure it works properly. Everything fades back. Alright, now I think we can actually add the jump scare. So duplicate the puppet jump scare because it's basically the same thing. And when I receive Toy Bonnie jump scare, we are then going to keep this part, but then instead we are going to set Toy Bonnie room location to jump. Oh, that scared me for a second. To jump. Then we are going to continue with this, but then we're going to delete all of the puppet ones. There are a lot of them. Going to upload costume, FNaF 2. We're going to go to textures, jump scares, Toy Bonnie, and select all of them and open them. And then we can delete the puppet one. And we can set it to 1, and there are 13. So repeat 12. Oh, it's the same. Perfect. And yeah, I think that's about it. So if we click this, and of course it's in the wrong spot. Okay, so let's test this out. So as you can see, if we wait for Toy Bonnie to go in the vent, and Toy Bonnie jump scares you. So actually what I want to change here is if camera is equal to 1, then we could wait until camera is equal to 0. Let's test it. That didn't really sync that well, did it? Okay, that's an issue for another time. So just shave off this until you get to about like 2 seconds. Actually, see desk screen. How long does it take? 2 seconds, yeah. So let's try it. Let's just get jump scared real quick. I think it should be longer. Let's try 4. Go back up to static. Then we want to... I gotta re-import it. Audio. Going to go to stare. Just up here. I'm gonna trim it until it is like 4 seconds. So basically, I want to trim up to like this section right here, which is about right. Let's try. How did it play so late? Like, oh, I used the wrong stair sound, man. Make sure it's the right stair sound. That should be good. Okay, so the next step is to make Toy Bonnie actually appear in the vent on the side. So if you go to office, and then so what I did for this is in the office sprite. So what we want to do is here, if right button is equal to 1, then we're going to add an if else in here, where if Toy Bonnie room location is equal to vent, then we will upload a costume. It's going to be in FNaF 2. Oops, it's going to be in textures, office, animatronics, Toy Bonnie, and it's going to be this one right here. We'll just call this T Bonnie. Go back to code, and we will switch costume to T Bonnie. There we go. So now if we test this out, Toy Bonnie now appears in the vent, and if you fades out, and that works perfectly. Then we can go to camera 4. Toy Bonnie is there. Alright. Now, there's one last thing we need to add, which are Toy Bonnie's AI levels. So we could do, you gotta go set the position back to 9, and then get rid of this one flag clicked. So in this start game, what we want to do, we gotta check the levels real quick. So what we want to do is, there we go. If else, if current night is equal to 1, then we want to set Toy Bonnie AI to 0. We want to wait until time is equal to 2, and then we want to actually no, we want to wait until time is equal to 1. Duplicate this, set Toy Bonnie AI to 2. I'm going to duplicate this again, set Toy Bonnie AI to 3. Alright, and then in night 2, we want to duplicate this again, but get rid of the last 2 blocks. So, actually just going to duplicate this whole thing. Current night is equal to 2, set Toy Bonnie AI to 0, then set it to 2. Actually no, if time is equal to 1, then set it to 3. I want to duplicate it again. Current night is equal to 3. Then actually we're going to set it to 0 and then 1. It's weird how it goes, it lowers like that. Then we actually want the same thing for night 4. And then night 5 is sets it to 2. And then if current night is equal to 6, then we want to set it to 0. And then wait until 1 and set it to 5. And then change this to if. Alright. And let's do a final test. So let's just hide the room location. Toy Bonnie AI since night 1 is 0. Alright. I think that should be it for this episode. If I forgot something or you find a bug, let me know in the comments. Even if you're confused about what I do or if about the episode, if you have a problem, just let me know in the comments and share your project with me just so I can see exactly the issue. I'm happy to help. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.